not try to, that's rude of me to say, but like they do like events where it's like, hey, like we're gonna go to a bar, but none of us are gonna drink. And I'm like, interesting. All right. I mean, I'm down, but like they're like telling me like there's like a rave happening in like 2 weeks. I'm like, you should come to the rave. I'm like, I didn't even go to raves when I was fucked up. Like, why would I go to a rave now? But I get like the sentiment, you know. It's like trying to like reclaim like back the world, I guess, you know, where it's like hey,
recreate it,
yeah,
the experience and everything.
Yeah, I mean, be down to try once. It's very interesting for sure. The only thing that was weird is like everyone was like hella older than all of us. It was all like 40, 50-year-olds type shit. Like, you know, there's like a couple people our age, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, I don't feel like super weird being here. But there is just definitely a lot of like people where I'm like, oh, you were out on the streets for like a good like decade or something, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, the dude that sponsored me was out in the Tenderloin for years, dude.
Damn, that's me.
Shooting up, lost an eye.
Lost an eye? Damn, no way.
Like,
he got like an eye patch?
He has a glass eye. So
a
it's
glass
like
eye. Okay, so it's always facing one way.
You still talk to him?
Yeah. He just fell on his bike, so he's kind of been like healing and shit. He rides Harleys, but he also rides like bicycles.
I was gonna say a little fixie.
Like, yeah, bicycles and shit.
That is hella dick.
It's low key like a little. Yeah, he sponsored a few people, and they're clean, you know.
That's dope.
They meet him, and it's like they don't drink. And dude, it's funny. I went on the retreat. Are we on?
Yeah, we've been on.
Okay,
oh shit, we're just talking
let's
about
go.
it.
Yeah, I went on the retreat, and then I get back, and the first thing I get. The first thing I get is I go to sleep after the retreat, wake up, and the first thing I get is somebody reaching out about me possibly sponsoring someone. Like
no way.
Like a sponsee opportunity. Like, hey, you've done a lot with your recovery. Like, can you, bam, like get in touch with this guy? I was like, yeah, dude. Yeah. Like, I'm down. It's been a couple like reschedules here and there, so I'm not like.
I'm not trying to stress it. I mean, the whole thing is like you're just supposed to like be there for the person, right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
at least that's what I picked up on.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's how it goes. But yo, appreciate you being here, man.
Of course, dog. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you, bro. Thank you. Adam is the founder of Rebel Status, which is a underground collective in the Bay Area. Yeah. And a huge inspiration to us, I would say. You know, I always saw his work ethic when I was like first starting off, and it was something, bro, that straight up inspired me to do what I'm doing now. So I just want to commend you for that. And
dude, that's what I mean. That's what I love to hear, for real. That's like the biggest reason to do it, you know? Like, I want to make sure other people want to do shit too that they believe in.
Yeah, I saw the you did when you were highlighting the artist.
The Rebel U one?
Yeah. And
that was a big one.
Yeah, that was like at the beginning of when I was kind of playing around with like designing shit. And I was like, this is such a fucking dope idea. Like, I love this, you know? And kind of pushed me to. I had this anxiety of like, I don't know if my shit's good or whatever.
I think you're always going to have that. I still feel that now. You know what I mean? You just got to be like, whatever, fuck it. Like, you got to do it for you at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, fun to do it that way, though. Yeah,
like push through it. And that watching you do your thing kind of gave me that drive to be like, I don't got shit to worry about. Like, just do it.
Just
you
go
know?
for it. Throw it out in the ether. Something will come back eventually. Yeah. I fucking love to hear that, though. I feel like that's like a big thing for me. I remember, like, I don't know why, but I've been thinking about it a lot recently. Like, I'm a huge, like, Pac fan. And he says this line that kind of sticks with me, like, super crazy these days, where it's like, he says this thing, it's like, I'm not going to change the world, but I would spark the mind who does change the world. And it's like, when I was a kid, I used to be like, oh, I'm that spark, you know? But, like, now I'm kind of like, oh, I'm getting older. Like, you know, like, I hope that I can do that for somebody like he did for me type shit. Or, like, you know, vice versa, anything like that. Like, I hope someone else gets inspired to, like, just keep it pushing, you know what I mean? Like,
create
do what
something.
You want to do. Yeah, exactly. You shouldn't be held back by whatever the fuck, like, people think that you got going on in this world, you know?
Yeah, straight up. Where do you think you got like your sense of style from? Was it from skating, or was it from like what were you?
I'm like hella old. I shouldn't say hella old school, but like I feel like when I was like growing up, like I always watched like like 90s, 2000s music videos. So like my biggest inspirations were people like, I mean, Rocky obviously is like a big one, A$AP Rocky, but like there's always people like Pac or like Big L was like a great dresser for me. Notorious Big, like Big Pun, 50 Cent, Eminem was a great dresser. Like, I'm not trying to be that person, but like I just feel like that kind of like style and era of like clothing was always cool to me. I'm like super inspired by like if you were to ask me my favorite designer, it'd be like Ralph Lauren. I know that's like hella like out left field type shit, but like that's where I was like, oh, like these like people know how to like dress people for like any occasion kind of thing, So like that, like Tommy Hilfiger, kind of guess, but like mostly like like Tommy Hilfiger, Polo, Lacoste, that kind of stuff.
Very dope.
Yeah, just super like 90s kind of stuff, to be honest. And so I'm trying to like get more into that bag lately, like, or at least go back to the roots of that, because I feel like lately, we all make like t-shirts or something, and not that there's anything wrong with t-shirts, but it's like, damn, like I want to like be known for being like an actual like designer, not just like a t-shirt maker, you know what I mean, or like a printer type shit. Which there's nothing wrong with doing that at all. I'm not trying to like put the finger on that, but like I just want to like know that like when like it's all said and done, people will be like, damn, that dude like made like designer streetwear, you know what I mean, or like he was like an actual designer for San Francisco type shit, you know what I mean.
I love that. Yeah. What are you trying to get into like cut and sew?
Yeah, I'm trying to get more into that. So like it's kind of like
fabrics together.
Yeah. So like the thing is like more recently, like I kind of got like inspired. I did this fashion show in September, I think it was. No, not September. We're not even in September. What the fuck? It was in like May. It was in May. And I don't know if have you ever done a fashion show before, like here?
I think.
Yeah, I feel like you have.
I think I might have. No, I don't think I have. No. I think I went to one with you, and I was just like kicking it and vibing at the fete.
I just feel like so like, especially like the community that we're in, like for San Francisco, especially like doing clothes, I always notice like it's just super like male dominated, you know what I mean? And that's like, not that there's like super anything wrong with that, but like whenever I go there, like I feel like macho-esque like attitude comes out where I'm like, oh, I'm the best at this shit. Like nobody's fucking with me. Like, oh, you know what I mean? Yeah. And so when I did this fashion show, I was the only male designer on the lineup. So like I felt cool about that because I'm like, oh, it's a bunch of ladies that I've never met before. Like that's super cool. Like it's a pocket that I'm not familiar with in like the Bay Area. Like let me see. And then I meet all of them, and all of them go fucking stupid nuts. Like I was like,
that's fire.
I was like, fuck, like I'm the worst designer here. Like they're all blowing me out of the water. And so like the whole time, like they're super nice too, like super welcoming. Like once like the show had like finished up and we all got like our individual walk, they're like, oh shit, I didn't know you were popping off like that. Like yo, shit is so dope, blah blah blah. And so like they're gassing me up, which made me feel good. But like it also just like made me be like, damn, like I need to get more like on their level, because they're thinking like on some other shit completely. They weren't doing t-shirts or anything like that at all. They were doing like dresses, they were doing bags, they were doing like jackets, like all this crazy shit. And then I was talking to one of the girls from there. She's part of a duo. I can't remember their name right now, which fucking sucks. But they had like reached out to me like right after it happened, and they're like, hey, like just so you know, like we really fuck with your shit. Like you have like a really cool specific style you're going for. But they were saying like your shit is super like, it's like high end like fashion merch streetwear, like, and so like they saw like those racer jackets I made. They're like, this is like designer level shit. Like you need to keep going that way. Like you have like t-shirts and all this other shit, which is cool, but like you should go more this way because you seem like you could be like a lot better if you went that way.
Right.
And so I was kind of like, damn, and that kind of like put a fire under my ass where like now like I'm kind of just like reaching out to more like what's the word? Like more like companies that make clothes, and I'm trying to think more like what, like, because like I feel like we get stuck in this thing where it's like, what can I make? Like what am I limited to making? But now I'm trying to be like, what would my favorite like designer brand make, and let me just go for it, like, because you get like sample costs and all that shit, but I'm just like, let me figure that out like first, and then like we'll work on everything else later. Like let me not work on like the whole production thing like yet. Let me just make what I want to make and think that'll be the best thing I can make, right? And then afterwards I'll be like, okay, like you know, I need to cough up fucking $4,000 or whatever the fuck to like make it happen. So
Yeah.
I want to like take more risks, I guess, with it. Like the cut and sew shit for sure. Like more like just like shit that like we're not really seeing. Like I feel like in our space specifically, at least, like I want to like get away from like the whole like, I don't know. Not that there's anything wrong with this again when I say it, but like there's like a crowd that's like from the Bay Area that's like, I can do like all this shit myself, so let me make it myself, which is cool. And I 100% think it's like the dankest thing you can do. But I also want to take it to that next level where it's like, let me do some shit that fucking like Louis is trying to make. Like, let me try and get on some shit that like Gucci is making, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of trying to like take ideas over there and be like, okay, like they're doing this. Like, what if I fucking try to do something like this, you know? So I'm trying to.
That's such a beautiful way to think, man. Because that's progressing like the whole brand, really. You know.
Yeah.
Like the whole idea of it. Because I think about what was coming to mind was like doing the cut and sew yourself.
Yeah, and I get that, and I want to get on that level for sure. It's just one of those things where it's like I need more time in my life. That's what it really comes down to. There's this place down over at the Embarcadero. I want to say it's called like the Holy Stitch or something like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Market.
Yeah. And they have like a pant making class, and I like keep wanting to go there, but every time I head down there, like, oh, we're doing it like Tuesdays and Thursdays from like 4 to 7. I'm like, I'm at fucking work at that time. Like, so it's like once like that changes for me, I'm down to go there and make it happen. But like for now, it's like I feel like I'm getting enough money to save some money on the side. So it's like, let me just fucking work on it that way. Like, I'm more like trying to get more into like drawing it better. So like that's kind of in my pocket of like being like, oh, like if I draw it up, then I can get to the level where I'm cutting and sewing it myself type shit. But that's going to take me another minute to get there. But it'll come.
Take your time. Yeah, take your time.
Yeah, it'll definitely come.
I feel like the slower we live life is like the more we get to absorb it and enjoy it, you know?
Nah, yeah. I've definitely been feeling that too. I feel like I was on like breakneck speed for a long ass time trying to make shit happen. And now I'm just like, fuck this. Like, this is stupid. Yeah. I was telling the homies like, cause like, you know, these racer jackets are doing like pretty well, but I want to like just like start doing it where it's like, it's a weird way I guess to put it, but I want to treat more things like an album where it's like, you have one like big product that you're just trying to push for like a year, maybe like even 2 years, you know, where you're like, this is the thing that I'm really pushing right now. Like, y'all need to fuck with this.
Yep.
Instead of being like every 3 months, be like, oh, I got this. Oh, and I got this now. Oh, and I got this now. And it's like, people can't keep up with that. Like, you can barely keep up with it. So like, why try to do it like that, you know?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
That's trippy, yeah. I experienced the same. Like, trying to rush things out and try to get things out for like a certain timeline, but slowing down is where it's at, man.
Yeah. No one even like gets the timeline except you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, you got to be like, it's really not that big of a deal. Like, it'll come out when it comes out type shit.
Yeah, literally. When like designing a piece now, you go from sketching, do you look into fabrics? Like, what's that
so
process like?
I'm like looking around at like a lot of stuff that like gets made. So like I'm working with this company right now that has like, they work with like a lot of other big companies. And so they have like lookbooks and shit of like shit. They're like, hey, like this is the kind of shit we make, you know?
Yeah.
And so like I'll look at something that they've made and then I'm like, oh, like let me fucking do that and like try and like take the silhouette of it and then change like everything about it, but still make it like similar. You know what I mean?
Very cool.
Like I'll do that and then like I'm like super into canvas right now, so that's like kind of like workwear type shit. So everything I'm like, oh, like this would be cool with canvas, but you know, like I'm trying to like move around. My homegirl Ashi, she makes like this brand called Don't Die clothing. I don't know if you ever seen her.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, she's super dope too. But she was like putting me on because like we have like this hat manufacturer that we talk to. And she was like, bro, like, let's start making silk. Like, let's get into silk bandanas. And I'm like,
go.
I mean, that's dope. Like, we got to think of some dope shit, though. And she's like, I'm working on patterns right now. And I'm like, okay, like, for sure. Get it, Ashi. You know, like,
that's fire.
It's just hella funny. Like, yeah, I'm trying to think more, like, into the, like, how to, like, make shit, like, familiar, but, like, my own twist on it, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of, like, drawing to looking to going back, then you do a sample doesn't come back completely the way you want it, you go back again, you say, hey, like, make this tweak, and then you send it back, and then you get something that you maybe like, and then, I don't know. I've also just been doing some shit where it's like, if I kind of like it, like, I'll be like, this isn't perfect, but it's like pretty cool, so let me just give it to somebody. I'm like, here you go.
Yeah.
Like, you take that, and then you can wear it out in the world. And then people are like, oh, dude, this is dope. And I'm like, it's not even finished yet. Like, that's a prototype. Like,
Right. Yeah. Sample, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I think this is my first time seeing that hat.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to New York in September, for Fashion Week. Me and Ashi are going together.
Very cool.
And so, like, we're like, oh, like, if we're going, like, let's make some shit for New York. So I made these hats, and I'm trying to sell a few, trying to give away a few of them.
Should I buy one from you?
Yeah, let me buy one.
Y'all can get them. I'm supposed to get them in like a couple weeks. The back says like New York on it, and there's like
that's hard, bro.
There's like a little like train here in the back too.
Yeah, I like the
globe. Yeah, it's definitely a cool one for sure.
Yeah,
I want to get one. There's like stars all over it too.
Does it mean anything?
Oh, no. Well, at least not that I know. I was thinking like fireworks, because I know that New York always been doing crazy fireworks and shit like that. So I was like, let me do some shit like that. And then the globe, I mean, I'm just going to do green. The only thing I wanted to change is like the underbrim is gray. I was going to do it green too.
That'd be sick.
Like, more like that. I feel like the trains out there are like hella like navy and green too. So I was like, oh, let me just do that, you know? But yeah, I've only been to New York one other time, so I'm not like super like familiar with the spot or anything. But we'll see once I get there.
I like the other hat, the one I bought off you. I think it has the
Frisco.
islands. It has like the islands on it.
Yeah, those are Samoan islands. Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone's always like, what the fuck is this? And I'm just I understand that it never makes sense. I was like, damn, I should have made something more Frisco. But then like Samoan people would be like, bro, you put us on. And I'm just like, I mean, that was kind of the point.
It's a big ass Polynesian community.
Right? No, yeah, it's hella funny.
In California, you know.
Do you know the homie Ajaya? No, he stays out in Oakland. He's like
I've heard of him. He's an artist, right?
Yeah, he's an artist. He'd be like rapping, and he like draws and shit too. He's made like a bunch of stuff for me for like designs and stuff. But he wears like this other SF hat that I had, like the older snapback, and it has the Samoan flag on there. And I was out with him one time, and this big ass Polynesian dude comes up to me. He's like, are you Samoan? And he's like, nah, but the homie is. Like, he just like, and I was like, oh, fuck. Like, there's this big ass dude just staring at me. I just feel like they're always like, so how much Samoan are you? You know? And you're just like, fuck, I got a dad. I got a dad that's Samoan, you know?
There you go,
yeah. How mixed race is always a little tricky.
I know, right? It's always the craziest thing. That's real, usually they just go for Hispanic, which is also, you know, whatever. I get that more. But with this mullet, I feel like I look like a real white boy. But whatever, I'll take what I get.
Hey, if it's in you, it's in you. You know, that's it, dude. That's it. Yeah. What? You grew up in the IE?
Yeah, I grew up in the IE. Yeah, that's fucking crazy that you even remember that. That's hella many. Yeah, the IE's shitty. I mean, I heard it's a lot better these days, but I don't fuck with it. I never really grew up liking it. It was always hella weird. People are like hella like clicked up. No, there was like 3 other Samoan kids growing up that were also mixed. Yeah. So we're all just kind of like, oh, like we're kind of the most Samoan people here, like, you know, it was always just kind of like weird like that. And then like my friend group was pretty diverse, so like I feel like we were like weirdos, because like usually it's like I'm not trying to like put a place, but where I'm from specifically, it's like hella white people. So like people just kind of look at you like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like you guys are weird as fuck. And
same for our little suburbia, you know?
Yeah, no, it's hella weird. I remember, like, growing up, too, like, the first girl I ever dated was a black girl. And so people would be like, ugh, like, you're gross. You date black women? And I'd just be like, what the fuck? Like, what are we talking about, bro? Like, why does that even matter?
Yeah, that's
like,
wild.
It's just so weird. So, like,
on the way here, I was talking to Jono about, like, I grew up in San Francisco and South City.
Yeah.
Kind of back and forth.
Yeah.
And that's, like, super mixed.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, very
Once,
diverse,
like, getting towards, like, middle school, high school, me and my mom moved to Belmont. Which is like super white. And I always felt like so out of place. It took me like a long time.
It's like
finally like
get somewhere.
I don't know.
It's like all
white. Yeah. That's how it was for me too. I mean, I grew up in like Temecula, so it's like I remember there was literally like a spot where like in our high school where like all the like black folks would hang out and they'd be like, oh, that's Africa. And then there'd be another spot where all the Mexicans hang out and they'd be like, oh, that's Mexico. And it's like, shut the fuck up. Like, yeah, it was always so weird. And then they'd be like, oh, Adam's over here pond skipping. He goes from one spot to the other. And it's like, yeah, because I don't feel comfortable with any of y'all. Like, I have to go from, like, you know, hang out with, like, other people to other people to other people because, like, I don't know where the fuck I belong. I definitely don't belong with the white folks because they be looking at me weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. It's always just hella mania growing up there. So, like, literally the second, like, it was after, like, a week after my 20th birthday. I was like, I need to get the fuck out of here. And I had a homegirl.
Is the first place you came here after that?
Yeah. So,
San Francisco?
Yeah. My brother moved here when I was like 8. So I'd been moving in and out of the city, like, not necessarily my whole life, but like, I come here like spring breaks, like summers, like winter breaks, because I'm not trying to put him on blast, but he's an addict. So like every time, like, he's like, I don't have any fucking money, I don't have anywhere to stay, blah blah blah. Like my mom would be like, let's drive up and make sure that you got like a spot to stay for whatever amount of time. Like let me help you with rent, like let me give you some furniture, like this, that, and the third. And so I was always coming up here, and then he moved to like East Oakland or something when I was like 13. So I was going to East Oakland a lot. But yeah, I just always really liked it out here. I always thought it was really pretty, like really loved like the people, and I just had like so many good memories growing up, or not growing up here, but you know what I mean, like coming in and out of here.
Yeah, you always had like roots.
Yeah. And then so like when all my friends graduated from high school, I had this friend named Jessica who went to SF State, and I used to deal her weed. And so one day she was hitting me up and she was like, man, like, I miss you being my weed dealer. Like, everyone out here is so mean to me, blah, 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 or something like that. And then I was like, hey, well, I'm going to fucking kill myself out here. Like, I fucking hate Temecula. I want to die. Yeah. And then she was like, bro, like, you can move into my spot. Like, she had like a 3-bedroom apartment or something. She was like, you can have one of my beds and like, you can just stay here for like $300 a month or something. I was like, for real? Like, ugh. So I saved up a little bit of bread and then I went straight there. But the crazy part is, like, I had, like, 6 roommates in that one room. So it's, like, we're, like, there's 2 beds, and, like, it's, like, all the girls share one bed and all the boys share one bed. And I was, like, I feel like we're in summer camp, but at least I'm not in Temecula anymore, So, like, it was fun, honestly. It felt exactly like summer camp, It's just, like, every day you go hang out with your friends. You go fucking to Haight and Ashbury, and you, like, go find some fucking weed or some shrooms or something. And then you go, it was just hella random-ass crazy shit you do all the time. It was fun, though. I mean, it's always been fun. And I've never really wanted to, like, live anywhere else at this point. Like, I really love San Francisco. Oakland, too. I've lived in Oakland for a long time, too. I love both of them. But, yeah, I couldn't really see myself going anywhere else. Except for, like, I'm kind of thinking about New York just for, like, the fashion stuff. But I don't know. It's, like, a little crazy. Yeah. Like, we out of here. We out of here.
I mean, shit. It'd be cool to explore that market in some sense.
It's the first time you're visiting, though, right? In September?
Nah, it's my second time, but I went, like, it was hella stupid. So I went, like, in 2019, and I was going for a friend who was going there to be an actor. But before I even got, like, I bought my tickets, and then, like, 2 months later, he was like, I can't afford to live here, so I'm moving away. And I was like, bro, I already have my tickets to go see you.
Yeah.
And then he was like, well, and then, like, I didn't have anywhere to stay or anything, so I bought a hostel last minute, stayed in, like, a hostel bunk bed with, like, 12 other people. It's hella awkward, hella weird. And then I didn't know anyone, so I'm just, like, walking around New York, like, I'm literally walking up and down Fifth Ave for, like, days. Like, I was there for like a week or something. I'm like, I guess this is what I do. Like, I don't know. I'd go to like Brooklyn or something. There was like this dude that I met out there that was kind of cool, but like I realized really quickly, like, because this was like right when All Black was getting big.
Okay.
So I like I'd always get like a bottle of Patron and Hennessy, and I'd be like, Patronacy, bro. Like, so I was drinking that all the time, and he was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, and I'd just be like, bro, you never had Patron, bro? And so like I'd be like drinking that and smoking all my California weed, and he'd be like, let me get some. And then literally before I even ran out, he was like, you ain't got any more weed left? I was like, not really any more to share. And then he stopped hanging out with me real quick. And I was like, oh, so you robbed me for the California weed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
But yeah, so I didn't really even like make any like cool connections when I was out there. And like, I mean, I was in my own world when I was in there. I was definitely like walking around drunk as fuck, like high as fuck, just like being a dumbass. But yeah, I mean, it was still fun. But I probably would have had a lot more fun if I knew people for real. Because I was literally just like, shopping basically, just going around being like, oh, like this was a cool shop to go into, oh, a Nike store, ooh, you know, like, oh, a thrift store, you know, like
it's like sightseeing and shit.
Yeah. I think this time would be a lot cooler, and like especially like because I'm going with a designer friend, I feel like it'll keep me like on track because we're both trying to do the same thing where it's like, oh, like we gotta find like fashion walks and we gotta get fashionable people to like wear our shit and blah blah blah. So I feel like it'll be a lot more fun / I don't know, like being able to get shit actually done.
Yeah, I feel that.
So, yeah, we'll see how it goes.
When did you start designing pieces when you got to San Francisco? or was this an idea that happened like when you were?
No, it was like super. It's funny, super organic. Yeah. But so like when I first came out here, I wanted to make music. Really, like that was like my like end all be all goal. Was like I'm gonna be a rapper. Like that was my thing.
Yeah.
And then
might get this open.
So when I got here, I was just shitty. I was not a good rapper. I was not good at making beats or anything. But everywhere I went, like all the time, people were like, "Yo, you're like super fly. Like you always have like the coolest shit on, blah blah blah." And so I was like, "Oh, like maybe that's what I should do." So like I worked at Thrift Town. If y'all remember Thrift Town, it was on 17th and Mission. It was a super fire thrift store. Mm-hmm. But I was like the assistant manager there, so I get hella good deals, and it was already a big deal like that you'd get there. So I was getting hella deals, and I would just like get like, you know, hella polos, like Hilfigers, Lacoste, Patagonias, North Faces, all this shit. And I would try and resell it because it was kind of big to like resell at the time. It's still real big, but like this was like when it was first starting to pop off, I feel like.
Yeah.
So I was trying to do that, and I made like, I don't know, 3 or 4 sales, not even a whole lot. And I just ended up with hella shit. So I was like, well, this is like, I can't really do this. Like, I don't really get it. So then I was just like, let me just try and make like my own little spin on like, you know, like making clothes. And all my friends and roommates were like, yeah, you should totally do it. Like, you're a fashionable motherfucker. It would be easy. Yeah. And so I started doing that. And then I had like a first like pop-up, I guess. It was literally at my crib at the time. And I like not sold out, but I sold out damn near. Like, it was like a couple of things left over. And I had made like $400 or something for the night, which for me was like
solid.
Oh fuck! Like, I got so much money. Yeah. So then after that, I was like, man, let me like try and actually make clothes. So then from there on, I was like designing / like just like being like, oh, let me throw this on a hoodie or let me throw this on a shirt kind of thing. And then I feel like it got like more serious when I like met Frosty, because like I was kind of like out of it when I met Frosty. I was very much like, I'm over this, like, it's fucking stupid, blah, blah, blah. But Frosty, like, it was funny because I met Frosty at a shoot, and, like, he was cool, but, like, I didn't really think anything of it, because I would just meet people, like, doing a shoot, and then we would never talk again. Mm-hmm. So, like, when I met Frosty, he'd, like, kind of keep hitting me up, and I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, this is an actual, like, friend that I have that's, like, not, like, my roommates type shit.
Yeah. You still living, at this time, you're still living with that girl you moved?
Yeah.
What year is this?
This is like 2017, 2018, probably 2018. And we were all starting to fall out too. Like they started kind of like getting mad at me for things. Like, so I made like this graph design, right? Or I didn't make it, but my homegirl made it. And then we like put it on a hoodie. Mm-hmm. And they were basically saying like, you're not even from like a graffiti background. You're literally from the suburbs. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, blah, blah, blah. They were like saying hella shit about me. And I was just like, I don't understand, because like there's a world that I want to be in. Like, would it not be okay for me to come in at any point and be like, hey, I want to learn and like do these things? Yeah. They also are not from a graffiti background. So I was like, I don't understand. Like, what's the disconnect?
It's because they're not doing it.
Yeah, kind of. It was kind of that, and then like they were like trying to like click it up and trying to be like, this is like a specific group's thing, and you can't be in that group. Yeah, it got hella weird. So like
strange, yeah.
After that, I moved in with my brother in East Oakland because he had the same spot since I was like 13. So I was like, I don't have anywhere else to go. I don't really have any other friends besides them, and now I don't even feel like they're my friends. Well, so I'm gonna move in with him. And Frosty would come by like once a month to be like, hey, like, everything okay? Like, you good? Like, you know, and I wasn't making clothes. So he was like, you should try and do that again. Like, I really want to wear your clothes. Like, I want to do this. And I kept being like, yeah, whatever. And eventually I was like, maybe he's got a point. Like, it might be fun to do it again. So, like, I remember he kind of like alley-ooped me in like a crazy way where there was this thing. I don't know if y'all remember. It was like way back in the day too. It was called Summit Sessions. This was like right...
I think was it like a sneaker?
No. So like it was like I don't know how to even explain it. So it's like, you know how like now there are all these things where it's like the stoop things that fucking AF does and everything. Yeah. It was this really cool location in like Lafayette. It was like where people would come, specifically artists would come to perform like 4 or 5 of their songs like in an intimate setting. And then they get interviewed in between the songs.
That's dope.
Yeah, and so, like, Frosty knew Aft, and, like, Aft obviously knew all these people. So Frosty got invited by Aft, and he was like, hey, bring some people. And then at the time, me and Frosty are both, like, to get into places, we're saying we're photographers. We're just like, hey, like, I'm kind of a good photographer. Like, let me into the spot.
Yeah.
So he's like, hey, like, I know a cool spot. Like, it'd be, like, cool to get your merch there so you can take pictures while you're there. And then it looks like this cool group synergy thing where it's like, oh, you're at this cool venue and you can take pictures and blah, blah, blah. And so we started doing that. And then, like, people like Callie J was there. KJ Focus was there. Ozer was there.
Wow.
DJ Say was there. Yeah, people we all know now, but that's like where I met them, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And they're like, oh, you make clothes, like, and so we started like getting closer by that. And then once I had met them, like I started meeting more artists through them because they'd be like, oh, this is my friend, blah blah blah, this is my friend, blah blah, you know. And so like it's the community that we know now, but like I started realizing like, oh, like I know so many artists now, like. I've always wanted to make music. Like, this is kind of the next best thing is, like, me putting, like, the clothes and the music together.
Yep.
So that's when the Rebel U idea came. And then I know Frosty was probably annoyed as fuck with me because, like, he'd be like, hey, we're supposed to hang out today. And I'd be like, bro, I have, like, 6 people to get through on this Rebel U thing. And he'd be like, whatever, I'll just stay at your house. Because once that had happened, I'd got my own spot. Luckily, I'd, like, saved up enough money. And so, like, we would just come to my spot on Van Ness. And, like, I'd have, like, 4 or 5 people come through. We'd all take pictures, a little interview thing. And then that kind of, like, threw me into another atmosphere of, like, oh, now, like, people kind of know who I am, you know? Or at least the funny part is they would think that is Frosty because Frosty was, like, the model for me.
Yeah.
So it'd always be really funny, like, we'd go to a party and people would be like, oh, Frosty, like, you do Rebel U, like, you're Rebel Status, blah, blah, blah. And I'd just be, like, in the corner, like, it's actually me. You know what I mean?
Was Rebel Status, was that the name already? Yeah.
So I'd gotten the idea from, there's this dude from, where is he from? He's from SoCal. He's like near LA. I can't remember where he's from exactly. But his name was Kixie Siete. And he had this bar in a song where he's like, I'm on my rebel status, I'm heavy metal swagging, or some shit like that, you know? And I always thought that bar was so hard. And then I was just like, oh, like this is dank because like I feel like no matter what room I'm in, I'm always kind of like the rebel of the group. So like let me just be on some rebel status shit and like I don't know, take it there. So, like, it had already been, like, a name since the very beginning. Like, I never switched my name or anything, or switched the brand's name, I should say. You know, everyone fucking calls me that, and that's fucking annoying. But you know what I mean? But it was always dank because I could always, like, rely on Frosty for that, like, moment to fall back. Because I don't really want to be in everyone's face. Like, be, like, the oogle and awe of, like, a party, you know? So it's cool because he, like, didn't mind it. And then, like, you know, people would be coming up talking to him, and they'd be like, dude, Rebel Status so dope, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just right next to him, so I'm hearing the compliment, and I'm, like, taking it in, and I'm like, fuck yeah, you know? And then he'd be like, actually, it's not even me. It's, like, it's bro right here. And then I'd be like, oh, what's up? And then, like, the dynamic changes, because people, I don't know if y'all ever been in that situation, but, like, when people don't know what you do, they're so quick to ignore you, you know what I mean? They'll be like, oh, like, I know this dude over here is popping, so I'm going to talk to him. And then he'd actually be like, actually, it's this dude. And I'd be like, the tables have turned. Like, you have to talk to me now, you know?
Yeah.
So it was always some cool shit like that. And I have always appreciated Frosty for that because he's always been, like, the biggest, like, glue, I feel like. Like, he kind of, like, really made Rebel Status into, like, the whole, like, music group thing because he knew Colo and Coley and Griff and Miggy and all them. And then he just introduced me to them. And then I was like, oh, I really fuck with them. And now, like, they're, like, my best friends, you know? But, like, he was the one who's like, oh, like, we're already kind of all making music together all the time. Like, let's just go under the moniker that you already kind of made for us. And I was like, oh, dope. Like, you're kind of scratching more off my list. Because now it's like, now I never got to be a rapper. But, like, I'm, like, helping you guys out with a rap group. Like, that's, like, a dream come true. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's cool.
It's so cool to hear, dude. Like, because, like, knowing the story and knowing how y'all, like, have been together since, like, the jump, like, from then on to now.
Yeah. It's super dang. And it feels like so rare, cool.
You know?
Like, yeah. I feel like it's dope, too, because it, like, really, like, checks, like, for me, it checks off, like, the, I don't know, the boxes. Because, you know, like, growing up, I'm sure that y'all felt like this, too, but, like, growing up, it's like when you hear about, like, you know, ASAP as a group, or like Taylor Gang, or like Young Money, or whoever the fuck else. Like all these groups were coming up when we were like teenagers and stuff. And like that was always like such a cool thing to me. Like I was like, this is the fucking coolest thing you could ever do, is get a group of friends. On Future, you know, like I feel like that's who like we get compared to. Like people are like, oh, you guys are kind of on Future weirdo motherfuckers, you know.
I never thought of that. That makes sense.
Everyone always does that now. I'm like, that's sick as fuck. I'll take
that. Yeah, that's fire.
But so like it's always just so dang to me, and I really appreciate Frosty for that, because like I feel like he's kind of like, oh, like Adam's the one who does everything. I'm like, bro, you are the glue that put this shit together. Like I couldn't have done that, you know. Like I'm not like super a sociable motherfucker. Like if you ever see me out in public, like I'm very like to myself. Like unless I like know y'all, like I'm not really gonna come up to you and be like, oh, what's good, bro? You know, like I'm not like a networker like that. But Frosty's kind of like, he's like a lubricant for that. That's a crazy ass word, but he's like kind of like a easy person to talk to, where it's like, oh, like you're super chill, it's easy to talk to you, and then he makes it easier for you to talk to other people. Like you're like, I feel like I'm in a better mood when I'm with Frosty, so I'm like, oh, what's up, blah, blah, blah. And then I feel like when I'm with like all the other motherfuckers like Colo and Miggy and Coley, like I feel like I'm a kid again, you know. Like I feel like I'm a teenager and we're like all just hanging out after high school type shit. So it's always just like I feel the most like myself when I'm with them, and like that makes me like know that it's a good idea, and they ride for it too. There are moments where like I've been like, hey, like I can't make this event, like can y'all make it? And they'll be like, yeah, for sure, bro, like we got you, blah, blah, blah. And then like likewise, like when they like need a show, I'm like, hey, like there's a show happening over here, like I know we all can't make it, but if one of y'all want to do it, go for it. And then they're like, oh dude, thank you, blah, 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 you know. And so it's always just been like super just like love between us all, you know. Like just I don't know, it's been one of those like super organic things that like I'm definitely like super grateful for. I feel like not a lot of people get like friends like that, you know. And so I'm just
hard, dude.
It's super, it's super rare, and that's super special to have that. It's
especially friends that are trying to do that with you too, like the whole like on the same page. Because I definitely had friends in high school who like I really love and still talk to this day and stuff, but like they don't want to make music, they don't want to make clothes, like they're like, I'm trying to be a teacher, or like I'm trying to be like a whatever, an accountant.
Or people say they want to do those things, but nothing.
Then they don't never do like
comes up.
Yeah. And so it's always just like, damn. But I feel like it works so much like a better engine like this, because like, you know, Frosty like makes beats and raps, and then Colo makes beats and raps, but he also like loves talking to people, so he's like a great networker, and then he like loves meeting other people who want to do some shit, and then like I don't know, Griff is like a great like bandist, guitarist type person, Miggy's like a great singer, so like they're always like meeting other singers, and Coley's like that dude that hangs out from the side, and he's like, do I need to beat this motherfucker up for you? You know, like, and I don't know, it's just hella funny. Like I just kind of like love that we have like that like synergy, you know what I mean? And then I love too that like whenever I make some clothes, I'm like, just take this, like just wear it, and then they'll wear it all the fucking time, and I'm like, thank God, like I can go out in public, like I can see them randomly like somewhere, and they'll be wearing my shit, and I'm like, that's what I fuck with you guys.
That shit, that shit feels good, bro.
It does feel good. Yeah, I always love that shit. I'm sure you felt that shit before too, but like whenever you see like a random person like rocking your shit, it's kind of like, I did my job. Like,
It's very like gratifying, you know.
Have you ever seen both of you guys? Have you ever seen someone you didn't know wearing shit?
Yeah, hella fucking weird ass experience. I've had moments where it's like,
I don't think so.
Really, never, bro. I'm not trying to. You'll get there for sure, but there's always like a random ass experience. I remember the first time it ever happened to me. I still lived with my old roommates, like, and I lived over on Ocean Ave, like at the time, and there's that skate park, Balboa skate park.
Yeah.
And there was a dude rocking this thing that I just stitched it together type shit. But he was probably like 12, and I was like 22 or something at the time, 23. And I'm like, holy shit, like a fucking little teenager is rocking my shit. Like that's so dope.
Yeah, that's
And then I've also had moments though where like I don't know the person, and I'm like, oh, dope shirt, and they'll be like, yeah, dude, like is this dope ass clothing brand, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, they don't even know. Like that's so sick. Like, and I just like walk away. I'm like, dope, dude.
Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah,
that's fire.
Dude, that's
just keep
hard.
it to yourself.
Yeah,
you know, just be like,
you know, hit the page one time, like, wait,
what the fuck? Bro, actually, okay, wait, no, so there's this crazy thing that happened actually hella recently. So, I went on this date with this girl, and I was wearing the SF hat, And she's like, wow, that's a really cool hat, like, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, thanks, you know, I made it, like, blah, blah, blah. And so we're kind of, like, vibing over that, because she's like, oh, that's so cool, like, you make hats, blah, blah, blah. And I was telling her, like, you know, I make clothes and blah, blah, blah. And then we're going to a club for our date, which was, like, you know, it was chill, whatever. But when we get in there, the DJ is wearing the same hat as me. I did not know this DJ. And I was like, what the fuck? She's like, is that guy wearing the same hat as you? And I was like, I immediately run over to him and I like dapped him up. I was like, bro, you're giving me so many points right now. You don't even know. And then he's just like, what? Who are you? I'm like, bro. And I like show him the hat. And he's like, oh. And I'm like, I made that hat, bro. And he's just like, oh, dude, I didn't even know. Like, It was just super funny.
That's awesome.
Did he say where he got it?
He said he got it from Colo, which was hella funny. Because he was like, I thought Colo. Yeah. Because like, you know, we got him at the studio or whatever.
I remember I bought one like that.
Yeah. And that's a dope blessing too. Because like, that's like a little shop in there. Like, I'll randomly, every once in a while, like, I'll get like a $40 thing. I'm like, what the fuck? And then like they'll be like, oh, I just sold it to this rapper, blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh fuck, okay, that's cool. That means I get to see it somewhere else that I don't know who this person is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just always a dank ass feeling. Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I really need one of these ones.
Yeah, I was like, been looking at it like the whole interview, dog. That shit's hard.
It's supposed to be here in like hopefully like before the end of the month because I'm supposed to go in fucking September.
Yeah.
So
when you go to New York for Fashion Week, it's like it's not like there's just one thing going on. It's like a citywide, like this is what...
Yeah. So there's like a bunch of events happening at the same time. We've like looked into a few of them. Some of them are like ticket events, right? Where it's like, oh, you need like either to be directly invited by someone or it's like to get in this ticket is $300. Mm-hmm. And so we're not trying to do that. But like there's a bunch of people like us who like don't have fucking money and are trying to be like, you know, either models or like their own independent fashion thing. So they do a lot of events in front of the event itself where they'll be like, hey, like, we don't have any fucking money, but, like, we're all trying to do the same thing. Like, let's do a little walk right here. Yeah. There's 100 people walking by us as we're doing it, so it's not like we don't have an audience.
Right.
And so we're trying to get into that. And then, like, I was telling y'all earlier about that, like, duo that, like, reached out to me about, like, saying, like, oh, you need to do more, like, racer jack, whatever. They said that they're doing an event in New York where they put on, like, up-and-coming fashion brands. And, I mean, knock on wood, you know, we haven't finalized anything, but they're kind of like, yo, like, if you do more shit like that, like, we'll definitely have you, like, do our walk. Yeah, and so, like, that's kind of what I'm...
Make sure you make content when you're out there, bro.
No, yeah,
like, it's good to network, but make sure, you know...
Yeah.
Make cover,
My homegirl bought one of those, like, fancy... Not fancy, but, you know, those little tiny digi camera things that you be...
Osmo, whatever.
I don't even fucking know. The little tiny camera things that's like a gimbal, like on itself with the camera.
Yeah. Cool. I want one of those.
She was
like, that the one that was had? The one that he was playing?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Those are sick.
They're dank, yeah. And she was like, I made sure that I bought like 6 XD cameras, so we'll just be filming the whole time. And I was like, fuck, yeah.
Yeah, make some.
I want to do like a every day we're there. I'm like, fit of the day, like, you know, like, oh shit. We'll do some like fucking New York ass song to it or something, you know?
Yeah.
Just make sure people know that we're out there. I feel like that's kind of even half the battle too, because like one, obviously I want to get more of like a New York fan base, but like I feel like when people see that out here, they'll be like, oh, like he's actually doing some shit, like let me make sure that I get on before it's too late type shit.
Right.
You know, so hopefully that works out in my favor.
It's probably my favorite place that I've ever been to.
New York, really?
It's beautiful.
Outside of San Francisco.
That's
like,
crazy.
I love San Francisco. It's my
yeah.
But my favorite place.
That's dope.
Yeah, I hear the food out there is...
The food was hella crazy when I went, but like I also didn't know any good ass spots like that, you know? I was definitely going to
some shit.
Bro, please. Every time I would go somewhere, I'd either be like, let me get a chopped cheese, or I'd be like, or do y'all got oxtail? Like that'd be like my thing every time. I'm like,
that's not bad though.
Yeah,
that's
it was good though. It always
fucking about that.
The first time I got a chopped cheese, it was like 3 a.m. We're at some.
It's the best time to get one.
You know, I'm coming down off mushrooms.
Yeah.
Just witnessed like the most beautiful instrumental. I don't know what in my life. I think it was also because I'm on mushrooms.
On shrooms. Yeah, that is how that goes.
But afterwards, we're kind of in the hood too. So I walked to the liquor store. I'm slapping like EBKJ or something on my speaker.
Fire.
And I get a chopped cheese. Oh my god, that shit was so good. But on the other hand, like 3 days after that, we were in kind of a nicer like area of Manhattan.
Okay.
I go into a store, get a chopped cheese.
No.
Garbage.
Yeah.
So go. You know,
no, you definitely gotta go to the cutty. There was a spot like right in front of my hostel that did it, and I remember like that was like my go-to spot because it was just so fire every time. There was also like that's when I was still smoking too, and I remember because you know like the whole smoking laws are like different out there or whatever. Yeah. So I remember like thinking like I'd have to pay like $14 for like you know like their little Frontos or whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember just being like, y'all got Fronto? And they're just like, yeah. And they like mumble to me. And I think they say like a huge amount of money. So I pull out a 20. And then they're all like, I said $4, bro. And I was like, give me 4 of them. Like, let's make this happen right now.
Need them all.
Yeah. So it was hella
But when
good
you
for
said
that
Fronto,
too.
we said Fronto one time and they gave us a whole sack of tobacco. They didn't
Oh,
know we
like
meant
it wasn't the leaf.
No,
We
they
wanted
gave
the
me a
leaf.
leaf. They gave me a leaf
But they
in a
called it something
Ziploc
else.
bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they gave it to me like that.
But they understood what you were talking about?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
when they gave us a bag full of tobacco. Or maybe we said guava,
Could've
and they
been,
thought we were
yeah.
talking about the tobacco.
Fronto, yeah.
So
Yeah.
then they said, no, we call it Fronto here. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
could have been like that.
Yeah.
That's hella
And then they
mean.
gave it in like a little plastic bag. Yeah.
I always thought that was the weirdest part. I'm like, y'all don't even have like a brand for it. Y'all just keep it in a Ziploc bag. This feels a little
Money.
suspicious.
No, it's money.
I was
Yeah.
talking to I got like a tattoo the other day, and like my homie who does my tattoos like goes to New York all the time, and he's like, bro, be careful, don't get the Fronto out there. They lace it with fent now. And I was like, what? Do they do that? I was like, they gotta don't smoke anymore, but if they do, what the fuck? That's insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Gotta be careful with all
For
that
what?
shit now, dude.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, how does that make your shit cheaper? Like, what? If anything, you're adding an extra 10 cents and they're about to sprinkle it in.
What are you
Just
even
make
doing?
sure they come back
What are
and
you
get the
doing?
Fronto from us.
From us, I guess that is true.
Man,
You get
this
addicted
Fronto
to the
is so
Fronto.
good.
Get out of
It's
here.
the best Fronto I've had in my life.
I've never been this high in my
Yeah.
life.
I'm fucking leaning over the whole time.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about the studio. Like, how's that been for everybody?
It's been super dank. I think we're like all a little burnt out at the moment, like in a good way, I guess, you know, like, so like we got the studio like maybe like a year and a half ago, maybe even 2 years ago at this point. But it was like through one of Colo's homies, a student named Evan, and he was really cool, but like he just never wanted to be there. Like he was very like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And so eventually he was just like, hey, like I'm getting married, like I want to start a family, like I don't fucking want this studio, because he was the one who owned the studio.
Yeah.
And so he was like, I'll like give it to you guys. You guys can take the lease, because it was like, I think it's like $800 a month. But he was like the one handling it, like the whole thing. And then he was like, I don't want to pay for this anymore. Like you guys pay for it. So now between like the fucking 7 of us, it's like not even $100 a month for all of us.
Wow, that's fire.
Which, yeah, super dank. But then, like, it was fucking nasty. And not nasty, I should say. But it was just, like, all black in there. So it's,
Yeah.
like, hella, like, dark and depressing in there. So we are like, we need to fucking paint everything. We need to put some wood in. We made it, like, all pretty and neat and stuff. And then we were like, damn, we need to get some more clientele. Because we were getting a few clients here and there. But it wasn't like we were paying the bills with it. You know what I mean? So it was like we were still, like, taking our day job to make sure that we paid for it. So then like I kind of always had the idea up my sleeve, but I knew like then was like the perfect time to be like, hey, like all you guys make beats, like let's do a thing where like we do a compilation tape like they used to do back in the day all the time, but like let's get our favorite artists from around the Bay to be on it, because like we can like do a little incentive where it's like, hey, we can't pay you, but we have these jackets that we can give you, and it'll be like the payment, like you get a cool jacket and you give us a verse or a hook or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And do they have ownership over their music still?
You're talking about like for the song specifically? Yeah, we made sure that's like a 50-50 thing. Yeah. So it's just like we get like the beats like end of it, and then we get like, I think like we made it like a 30%, like a 30 type percent of like goes to the studio, and then the rest is all yours. So like you guys get everything. And yeah, most people were super down. Most people didn't even really ask any questions. They're just like, yo, that jacket's hard. Like, I want to do that, and I get free studio time. Because, like, some people were like, can I come in and do my own song afterwards? Because, like, some people, like, knock it out like that, and then other people take, like, the whole day to do it. But these people would be like, oh, like, you know, like, I'm done in 10 minutes. Like, what can we do now? And then be like, just make your own fucking song, bro. Like, we don't care, you know? So it's been cool like that. And we got, like, bigger people in there. And because you get bigger people in there, they start telling their friends. Yeah. And then you get more and more people in there. Like, King Bulu just came through.
So would you say that it's paying for itself now?
I think we're, like, right there where it's, like, a couple dollars short.
That's
and
it.
then, yeah. And it's dope, too, because we still all, like, try to do a monthly thing. So it's like we have like a coffer like just for the studio where it's like, okay, later this will go into like projects for us. And it's not necessarily like me where it's like, oh, like this will go to close. It's more like, hey, like let's make sure that we can buy a venue for like a concert, or like let's make sure that we can get something cool for the studio. Like we really need like an air conditioner right now. So it's like, oh,
Yes,
like,
you do.
yeah, it gets hot.
Dying in there.
Fuck in there, bro. It gets so hot in there. That's the one
out to
downside
Source,
about
man.
that spot.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's like just like little shit like that. Like we're just trying to get like little things here and there, little projects done.
Also, did everything like? Because I remember it already had the studio monitors and the piano. And was that from the original guy too?
Yeah, yeah.
And he just gave it to you?
He didn't care. He'd been friends with Colo since like high school, I guess. So
and
like,
he just gave it to you.
Yeah, he knew a fuck. Shouts out Evan. You're cool dude, bro. Yeah, hope you started that beautiful family. Hope you got everything you wanted because you gave us everything we wanted out of that for real.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's just been a beautiful ass experience for sure. And then like it's kind of funny too because like I don't know when you went there, but like one of
I've been there since it was all black, and I've been there
like now. Yeah,
I went there once. It was vibe.
Did you go when it was black or when it was all like pretty?
I think it was pretty by then, right? When
Did we go together?
Yeah, we went and we mastered that song. Remember with Griffin?
Damn, I don't remember.
Damn, come on now.
It was pretty. It was pretty. It was like piano. It was like a tree.
Yeah, if the trees are there, then that's when it was pretty for sure. But fuck, what was I just gonna say about it too? There was so like when we were still looking for like more clients, there's this dude that hit up Jada, Colo's girlfriend, because they went to a Nefta Pharaoh concert, and they kind of hit it off with someone that was there, and they're like, hey, like I'm a manager, like we're looking for cheap studio time, like you know anyone? And we were like, we own a studio, so come to us. And it's been a bunch of high schoolers, like literally like 16, 17-year-olds. And it's crazy because all they do is rap about killing each other. Like they'll be like, oh, you know, blah blah blah. That's my op, and it's like, well, they're in here when you're not in here. Like it's fucking weird as fuck.
Damn.
Yeah. But then it's also been kind of cool because like some of them have been coming together. I guess there's this dude. I don't know, too much shit. But like there's this dude that like made like a kind of like not hit record, but like a good song that's like getting some traction. And they happened to like come in at the same time, I guess. And it got really awkward for a second. But that song was playing. They're like, is this your song? And he was like, yeah. And then he was like, this is kind of fire. Let me get on this. And so like they literally had to talk to each other's hoods and be like, yo, like, is it cool if we like come together to drop this song? And they're like, if y'all are making money, fuck yeah, like do it. And so like they came and put a song on together, and I was like, that's insane that y'all literally beef to the point where your hoods have to talk and be like, yo, like can we make this song happen? Like I'm like,
that's what's up.
That's
I was like,
unity right there, though.
Unity?
Like, talk about cool. That.
You guys don't try to like not book people at the same time,
bro.
Well, it's hard.
I guess it's like hard, because it's like not just like like so like Griff handles sessions, but then Colo handles sessions.
Yeah.
So there's sometimes where he's like, oh, I booked someone at 8, and then Griff will be like, oh, I booked someone at 9. It's like we're not talking about who's there. We're just like, oh, we're making money today. Like that's all. Yeah. And then it's like you see each other, and you're like, oh fuck, these are the people that aren't supposed to see each other. Oh fuck. But it's always been cool so far. Like thank God, knock on wood too. Like it'll stay that way. Like I feel like it'll stay safe.
Sure.
Hopefully.
I mean, I'm praying on
they
it.
Don't
you know
where each other record.
I know, right? That is the only main part. But like,
I've accidentally done kind of something like that.
Oh, for real?
Cross
for music video?
Yeah. Like I was doing music videos with these people from Oakland, and then I guess they were clicked up with some people from Hayward.
Oh, I think you told me about this.
I did a video for those people that were beefing with those people from Hayward.
Yeah, and then they stopped booking with you or something.
They stopped booking with me, and they never was shady or try to, but like, 'cause I had no idea.
Yeah,
but then I kind of thought to myself, like, damn, I haven't heard from these people in a minute. And then I seen certain videos, and I started listening to the lyrics, and I was like, oh, they're talking about
they're beefing each other.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh, damn. And then I remember looking back at the DMs when they hit me, they're like, well, first I hit them because I hit up everybody, like, hey, we should shoot.
Yeah.
And I remember one of the first things he said was like, hey, yeah, you shoot for some, like, white ass people.
White motherfuckers or something.
Yeah, some shit like that, like in his own words. But yeah, we'll fuck with you.
Yeah.
And like, it went over my head. I was like, whatever.
You're like, chill, whatever. Okay, yeah. You give me money? Yeah.
This is my prices.
Yeah, I did.
And it was funny. This is a story. I the first time I shoot for them in Hayward, we're in a hotel room. I walk in, right, and just fucking guns everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey guys, just to let you know, like, if you guys do want to use these guns in the videos, can you just do me a favor and like not have any of them loaded?
Yeah.
They're like, oh no, these ain't for the video. I was like, oh, right on.
Okay.
So yeah, just fucking crazy ass guns. And then I hear a name that people call me Brandosa growing up.
Sure.
And when I hear that name,
that lets you know that you're back in the hood type shit.
It means one of the two things. Either a friend or
an enemy type shit.
And I'm not interested in anything. But back in the day, you're a kid doing stupid shit. I've done a lot of stupid shit. And I turn around and my heart drops because first off, I see fucking 10 AR style guns and like 5 pistols. So I'm like, oh no.
Fuck, yeah.
And my heart drops, dude. And I turn around and it's the homie that I haven't seen
good.
in years.
At least it was the homie, though.
And like, it was like the younger homie, too. Like, the last time I seen him, he was like shorter than me, like still like a squeak voice. I turn around, I'm like,
nice fucking beast
oh,
up
damn,
on
bro, you're grown. He has like a girlfriend and a gun. And I'm like, oh, you're grown now.
What's up, bro? That is homie. See, that's why I could never do that shit either. I remember like trying to get into videography and like these dudes like always wore. They'd always had like guns in the videos, and I was like, you cannot point that at me. Like I'm going to have a panic attack if you do that shit to me while we're recording.
Yeah, that's wild.
People don't do it as much anymore. It's only happened to me once recently, which like kind of blew my mind because I was like, oh damn, I thought no one's doing that no more.
Yeah.
Like, people keep getting in trouble, you know, but I guess they wanted to do it. And then I asked them, they're like, oh no, we legally own these guns. I'm like, oh, okay.
I guess.
That's
Yeah. That's mainly for me. It's a hard no. Pointing guns at me, I don't care if it's fake, for real. Don't point that shit at me.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, that's sketchy. Somebody asked me this question recently, and I wanted to ask it to somebody because I like thought about it.
Sure.
But what's a compliment you like to receive?
I mean, honestly, the way we started this podcast was kind of a compliment, even though you wouldn't take it, I guess, as a compliment. But when you're like, oh, like, you inspired me to do something, that always, like, really gets me. Like, I feel like that's, like, one of the biggest compliments you can give me. Is being like, oh, like, you made me want to do my shit, you know what I mean? Because, I don't know. I just feel like that's, like, kind of the point for me, you know what I mean? I'd rather, like, leave this earth knowing that, like, I made a lot of people feel like they could, like, do what they want to do. Or, like... You know, kind of like...
Be more of themselves, or...
Yeah, exactly. It's also kind of cool, like, I don't think about it in this way, but at the same time, it is kind of funny to say, like, you know, like, you got some sons sometimes, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, damn, I can tell that you were inspired by what I did, and, like, that feels good, too, you know? Like, I see it in, like, your DNA of, like, how you create things. Even though, I'm not saying that for you necessarily, but, like, when you see it for certain people, you know? That'd always be, like, probably my biggest compliment. Trying to think if there's anything else I really take. I don't know.
That's a good one. I feel like that's
Yeah, that's always like the biggest one for me. When I say that, like, my day's kind of made. When someone's like, "Oh, bro, you inspired me to do this," then I'm like,
everything else is extra.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's solid. I like to hear that too.
Yeah.
Do you have any? Well, do you have any? You're going to New York.
New York, baby.
And then, do you have any like other like shows or events, pop ups, anything coming up?
Not really planned necessarily. So, like, my goal this year is, like, you'll see in a minute, but, like, we're going to go to my storage unit. My storage unit's, like, it's a little full. Like, it's not, like, as full as it was at the start of the year, which is cool, but it's full as fuck of, like, everything that I've ever made. And so, like, I kind of want to start, like, just, like, renting, like, a truck, like, once a month, like a U-Haul, and going to, like, Lake Mary or, like, going somewhere, like, on Valencia or something, or... You know, and just trying to, like, sell it out the truck for real. Because, like, I think that'll be the best way to do it. So I'm trying to do, like, more pop-ups for real. I don't necessarily, like, if someone wants to book me for a venue, like, to sell some stuff, I'm always going to be down.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's going to be, like, my new way is, like, really getting Bay Area with it and just straight popping out the trunk type shit. Like, oh, you want to buy some shit? It's right here. Like, there you go, you know?
That's the way to do it.
Yeah,
that's hard. That's hard.
Yeah, it's already been really clean. Like, when, I mean, it's not necessarily the same, but, like, Liam invited us to do that Love Berry Fest thing, if you saw. Yeah. And, like, bro, I made, like, $1,100 or something.
That's a good day.
Yeah. And I was just like, damn. And it was so nice, like, because I rented a truck for that day because I was like, let me bring as much shit as I can. And so for, like, the first, like, 3 to 4 hours of us being there, I'm, like, freaking out because I'm like, I gotta make at least $200 to break even.
So I'm
like, fuck, this is gonna be hard as fuck. And then, like, as soon as we hit like 300, I'm like, okay, I'm chilling for the rest of the day. And it just kept coming, and I was like, this is amazing. Like, let's keep doing this. Yeah. And then it feels good.
Next time you wanna do that, hit me up.
Okay, for sure. Yeah.
Like, not even document it, but just get some cool shots of, like...
Of it going like that? Yeah, I'd be hella
like
down.
Going down.
Yeah,
I feel that'd be cool.
Hey, I'd be hella down to have y'all for a day,
You can use it again, like, use it as, like, a promo and, like, hey, we're gonna be over here.
We're gonna be popping the trunk. Yeah. That is definitely cool.
Let me know.
Yeah, I definitely want to... Yeah, that's definitely going to be the goal this year. Like, I've been trying to, like, think of ways to do it, but, like, I'm just like, let me just fucking do it. Like, let me stop thinking about it so much, because... I feel like the more you think about it, the more you, like, set yourself up for failure type shit, you know?
Yeah.
What's their name? Those crazy ass dudes from San Jose.
You talking about the tank box?
Yeah, don't they do some shit like that?
The tank shit box truck.
Don't they have like a fucking truck?
They do, yeah, they do. Shout out to Yonix, bro, but he is fucking crazy as fuck.
Pokemon cards in my wallet.
Bro, he's a hella good ass marketer. I'll say that for sure. Like, he always does some wild shit. Me and Miggy were talking about, because like Miggy's like, they're a little too crazy for me. Like, I can't do it. And I was like, I get it, but like also he does it in a way sometimes that it's like, I'll never not remember this thing.
Yeah.
It's like, I remember there's this one time where like there's a person literally like leaned over, you know, fenting out type shit. And he leans up next to him. He's like, hey, you want to buy my mixtape? And they're just like, dude, that seems dope. And they're all just bent over, like looking and exchanging. Dude. And I'm like, dude, I mean, it's smart.
These are fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
bro.
I remember one time I was walking in the Tenderloin, just all the way bent over, and I don't know, I didn't think anything of it. I'm just walking past him, and then he like just comes back to life. I don't know, just. You guys want to buy some Xanax? We're like, oh shit.
All right, bro. Damn, the zombie's back. Straight, dude. I know that's some good shit. The way you left over like that.
I thought you were gone, man. He was just like hella normal, and then I was like, no thanks. All right, just walked out.
Just come back on it. That is hella mania.
Yeah,
we live in a mania-ass world like that. Like, I can't believe. I don't know. I always remember, I have like this distinct memory when I first moved to the city, and it was like right before Fent like hit the scenes.
Yeah.
But I was walking through the Tenderloin, and there was like a line of people like doing crack, like just like against a wall. And you know how like in the Tenderloin, like they have like that program where it's like teenagers and they take like the kids home from school. Like, so there's like a line of kids. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
Yes. It's just whatever. It's just like these teenagers and they make sure these kids get home safe.
Yeah.
But so like there's a group of kids like coming near this line of people like smoking crack. And this dude nearest to the kids goes, children, and they all duck their like pipes and they're like, don't be like me, kids, and they're like saying what's up to them. And I'm like, damn, I wish that it was like, not that I wish that they were doing crack, but like I wish it was like that where they had like the foresight to be like, this is fucked up and I don't want kids to see me doing it. And it was like, I don't know, I feel like we've lost that. And like I understand like times are different and like drugs are crazier and whatever, but it felt like there was like almost like a certain amount of respect that like these crackheads had versus like fentanyl people now who are just like, bro, I'll fucking kill you. I don't care if you're 4. And it's like, oh, dude, okay.
Yeah. Many times, dude. There's a lot of like, I walk through the Tenderloin now and I'm like, fuck.
It's still like, don't get me wrong, I still love the Tenderloin. I think it's still a beautiful ass place, but there are like a couple people here and there where I'm like, bro, like, you're making this shit look bad for everybody. Like, please stop doing that. Stop leaning over. Stop yelling at people. Stop yelling at kids. Stop telling this woman that you're going to beat the fuck out of her in front of all these people. Like, we don't need to hear that. Like, but still love the TL. Shouts out to TL. I love you.
Shout out to TL, man.
Yeah, shout out El Tesoro, too, man. They got a nice little taqueria over there.
I like El Tesoro.
Yeah, it does sound
got
good
good burritos in there. Do you have a message you want to share with the people?
Shit, I don't keep going. I don't know. Do your thing, man. Like, live life the way you want to live it. Don't let someone else tell you how to do it. Yeah, and shit, if you feel like you can't do it yourself, because that's the way it's gonna happen. I don't know. I'm trying to be hella like inspiring and shit. That's not even gonna work. But yeah, like I don't know. Do shit the way you want to do it, man. Like, don't let anybody tell you that you can't do some shit. You know, you figure out a way how to do it.
That's real shit right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we covered a lot of ground today, and it's an honor to have you on, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me on, man. I appreciate it.
Nah, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. We're about to make some food. I'm about to barbecue and shit.
That'll be hella good.
By the way, status racer jackets, but first watch the reels I made so it looks like
that's right out there. Give us some views, give us some likes, give me some money.
Yes.
Also, what are we making for food?
August 8th, pull up. Adam's going to have some clothes at the gallery. It's going to be lit.
Yeah, that is true. I will have some shit to fate. Maybe I'll even have those racers there. Shit, who knows? That might be a good idea.
I could vision the rack, you know?
That would definitely be clean.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to sell some shoes on that piece of wood over there.
Get those too. Make sure to grab those too. Make sure to grab those too.
I'm going to sell it for like 5 bands.
5 bands? Someone might buy it.
5 bands for those piece.
But if they want to buy it, at least I got 5 bands.
That would be pretty fire. Plus, then you could just make another one.
Yeah, you could. You just wear some more forces. I got some forces for you for that.
Oh, yeah. If you guys want to donate some Air Forces to me, donate them.
Clock us out, man.
I haven't had an Air Force in forever.
Damn, bro. What the fuck you snapping?
I'm trying to get off camera, dog.
What the
Get
fuck?
that shit. Damn. I look manny, though.
Is it that button?